Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as England. We are playing the glorious Elizabeth with her beautiful extra gold from trade routes with city-states. We're making insane amounts of cash. We're well and away above over 900 gold per turn from just city yields. Like, look at some of these cities. Like Manchester's making 150 gold, London is making 166 gold. It's just a high gold kind of game, and I am here for it. Having a great time. I'm even stealing gold and leveling up spies. I'm doing everything. I'm feeling good today, man. I cannot explain to you guys. Okay, I know I say this occasionally. I cannot explain to you how much I love doing the YouTube as a job. So I captured a city. They want it down. I'll put 7 votes into this to try to prevent this. I don't think I'll be able to prevent it. That is just the reality of the situation, that there's nothing I can do. Oh, they did fail. Okay, excellent. This guy took a hit. I'm going to go ahead and take Grape Shot. You're going to fortify, and I will use my privet ears to try and clean out all these units, and then we should be able to go back to blasting that city next turn. We also got our great general in position. So we're trying to kill, we're trying to get science, by the way, right now. That's kind of like the big thing. I could use gold to get the science, so I'm going to go ahead and build that library. Hard build it. We're trying to use our army to obliterate Macedon for the purpose of, he declared war on me and he deserves it. That's really the entire thought process there. I did not think much more beyond that. That's about as far. So I must have lost suzerainty of Nan Madol. Yeah. I definitely did. So we'll get that back after opera and ballet, because I noticed that my culture dipped down significantly. So we'll have to get that sorted out. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another bombard to bring over to the front line here so we can start blasting out these Macedonian cities. We also have a little bit of a problem. Can you get this kill? Oh, can capture defeated enemy naval units. It did not work, sadly, that time. We did not get the capture when we attacked him. I guess can doesn't mean will. That is a very careful distinction in the wording. Can does not mean will capture. Also, by killing this guy, if I do a little bit of a search for wonders, we've got pyramids here. We've got the Jebel Barkal. So, conquering this guy actually does have some positive consequences for our empire, especially in terms of builder charges. I'm trying to think, where does this city fit? Where's this city fit? There's a bit of spices over here. There's olives. I definitely want to go grab those olives. So I'm going to go ahead up there to yoinkarino those oliverinos. That seems like a totally reasonable thing to do. Plus, that'll be a really nice trading post. We'll go ahead and continue to steal gold from our good friend, the Malian Empire. And there's probably some incense in and around here. Yeah, okay. We'll settle next to the incense. It seems good to me. There's a few fishing boats around. Nothing too crazy. What if I settled here? I'm trying to design a city. So what if I did, well, obviously Royal Navy Dockyard here, city center here, campus here, or commercial hub here, and then campus there. Hey, that's got some appeal to it. I like this city. This city has a nice configuration. You're here to do repairs and improve tiles. Thank you. Welcome to the job. All right, he wants to buy my stuff. However, unluckily for him, I am not willing to sell my stuff. I am willing to blow up the city of Pella, though, and I am willing to blow it up now. We managed to finish another encampment training. We must be close to another great general. No, we already got our great general, so we don't need to do anything on that front. We could go for the temple and the synagogue. I mean, that'd be another 20-ish faith per turn. Faith isn't really the goal here. I just built a single one of these to be able to get a faith income, because it's already come in useful, right? I've been able to buy certain great people. I've been able to do certain things. Just having a little bit of a faith economy thanks to Cinguetti is quite helpful. Let's go ahead and prepare. There are some woods here, so I'd like to chop that. I'd like to chop this Patala Palace, these woods right here as well. Can make that city work. Work. Yeah, it looks like Buddhism is still invading my lands, which I don't love. I still have dominant religion, Catholicism. Okay, that's what I want to keep, because Cinguetti, my city flipped independent, by the way. Cinguetti here, it requires you to have a majority religion. So I need to keep Catholicism or some other religion as my majority. So some of my faith will have to go into missionaries in Manchester, which obviously I don't want to be doing. Obviously it's not ideal. This is necessary. There is a boat here that managed to pillage this somehow. Okay, so I can buy ancient walls, and then with the blast, we should be able to break that. And then we'll quickly get this repaired. It'll take 2 turns. We can step forward 1 tile, coastally raid, get a free recon unit. That's not bad. We finished the Gilded Vault in Preston. I don't necessarily think we need to get the stock exchange. I think we'd be better off going for the campus. That's the thing that will feed us into the late game. break this tobacco so that we can chop it. And then you're going to there. Get the bombard up to the city. Blast the city. We're looking pretty good. I can buy another unit next turn. Kill you. Perfect. I guess I could theoretically build an amber industry up here. Is that what I want to do? It's a 30% a 25% increase in faith yield, but I don't have any faith yield here. That would be better in a different city, perhaps, that actually generates faith. Would have been fantastic in Birmingham to actually get the amber tech in here. Although I did opt for the turtles. I think that was an equally valid choice. Let's just make the industry. You get great merchant points. It doesn't matter if it's multiplying 0. 0 times 1.25 is 0, but again, it's not important that we get our faith up. Most of our faith is coming from our trade routes, which actually now makes me consider perhaps I should put trade routes in this city, right? And then perhaps I should also make sure that I send a couple of missionaries over there to make sure that city gets converted. I think that's a totally reasonable thing to do, actually. Research alliance with Canada? No. I'm genuinely really surprised that Canada didn't settle more of this land in here. I mean, there's good land in here that Canada just hasn't settled, which is a little bit confusing. Go ahead and jump up onto the land. First shot on the city. Second shot on the city. Use the privateers to kill the knight. The musketmen can cross the river and be in position to take Pella next turn. Birmingham, you're repairing your shipyard. That's perfect. You got your Gilded Vault in Leeds. Do we want to go for the water park? We have the campus, we have the commercial, we have the Royal Navy dockyard. What would be the thing that would propel us into our late game? And our late game involves aircraft, I think. We're doing an aircraft rush. I mean, it's not really a rush so much as it is an aircraft push, you know. Did Auckland just appear? No, I'm just getting a lot of production on these tiles. Okay. I guess technically I could go for an encampment. I will need a little bit of a land military. I will need a few great generals. I will need a little bit of that. We could get another encampment. It's honestly not a terrible move for the late game military push that we're planning. So let's go ahead and do it. It kind of fits into the plan. It doesn't exactly fit into the ideal game plan here, which might have been like a Diplo run, but you know, chop here. You go there, make sure that tile is swapped. You go there, make sure that tile is swapped. You're ready to chop. You're going to rebuild this. Steal that builder. Yoink Reno. Thank you. Retake the city. I don't really care about the city. I'm just going to keep stealing it. And we shall siphon some more funding from our good friend Mali. All right, Preston, let's have a look at the old gold income. So that's 2 faith right there. Ain't bad. Now you're getting a 25% boost on 2 faith, so at least we're benefiting from that. We'll get a few trade routes in Preston to see if we can make it work. Oh, there's a Jong there. Well, thankfully I have a privateer in position. I don't need to hire another caravel. I should save my money for useful things. We'll go ahead and drop a settler right there. Boom, we got a free builder out of that. I think we'll make sure we buy the fishing boat tiles. Those are going to be important, especially you. Let's go ahead and plop down the Royal Navy dockyard in this fresh city. First things first, we go here and chop, and then we swoop around and improve the tiles. The Renaissance era ends in 10 turns. We have completed the Venetian arsenal. It's going to be very, very exciting. So now we can double produce boats, which means we will be able to churn out a navy incredibly quickly. And there it is, the beautiful Venetian arsenal. People send me pictures of themselves at the Venetian arsenal all the time. And it's a thing. We do have spies attacking us, right? They're blowing up some of our districts. That's going to be something we just have to deal with for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, I can't put a district on this antiquity site. So I'm going to have to get a theater square, which I didn't want to do this game, to try to clear it. Didn't want to have to do this, but unfortunately I do. I've got 10 turns to get 3 era score, and I think conquering Pella might be enough, right? You get era score for conquering someone's capital? I don't remember. There's opera and ballet, symphonies, Bolshoi theater, opera ballet was boosted. I don't know why that was boosted. I don't even know what boosted it. We will keep that city. We have pyramids. Okay. Repair. I was the one who damaged all this infrastructure, so I will be the one to repair it. Another golden age secured. I'm very happy about that. We got the Gilded Vault over here. It's probably not worth it to build a stock exchange. I mean, I guess we technically could. It's 11 turns for 20 gold per turn. It's pretty good. Yeah, sure, let's do it. We'll build it. It's fine. Do we need a stock exchange here? No, we're mostly... Ooh, the Big Ben. Right. I forgot. I'm supposed to be building the Big Ben in here. Oops. Little oopsie. Oh no, the Patala Palace got cancelled. Well, that is genuinely devastating. I'm going to buy the library and then overflow into a university, so that way I get 12 science per turn next turn. And we need to take back Namadol. I'm going to invest heavily in that, and now we're back up. It's like another 100 culture per turn. Perfect. Yeah, that's sad that I got screwed out of that. So we got to go deal with Alexandria Troas, Methane, and yeah, we're probably going to kill Alexander. Not for any strategic, tactical, whatever. It's because we can. Honestly, do you need any more justification? in your life for doing things. It's like, I can do it, and therefore I will. I don't want to clear this barb camp. I want to actually keep it safe. I would like it to turn into Auckland. If this turns into Auckland, I will donate an entire evening to your mom. Woo yeah, baby. Woo yeah. Specifically your mom. Not his mom, your mom. Yeah. No. Your mom. So Plymouth has options. We could go for the encampment. I think I might save for the airdrome. This would be a good airdrome city because it has nothing else really going for it, which is probably a bad feel for the people that live there. Let's go and put a turn to Stock Exchange. University coming up in Stoke-upon-Trent. Make sure that I put the little aerodrome right here. We'll need to get some military engineers as well to start building air pads. All right, let's get these bad boys in position for the assault next turn. I'll get this little guy to heal up. There we go, battle cry promotion. This city will be a little bit harder to attack, but next turn I can buy more bombards and all that sort of stuff. We'll make it work. Owie. Enemy apostle trying to blast me. I think it's time that we buy a temple and perhaps our own apostle. I also learnt an incredibly strange and interesting thing about how apostle promotions work. Basically, before apostle promotions are truly randomized, it tries to give you every promotion that you have not yet taken. So if you want to guarantee a promotion on an apostle, you take every promotion but that one, and then you save up a whole bunch of apostles, and then all in the same turn you take that promotion. And this way you can have a whole bunch of apostles all with the exact same promotion, like debater, for example. It's insane. I might have to do a video on how that actually works. But look, here we go. We have flight. We have access to hangars and airdromes, as well as observation balloons for our... Actually, observation balloons might be really clutch here, because it means we don't need to be in melee range, or rather... bombardment range of the cities that we're attacking, because it'll give us that little bit of extra range. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to buy that observation balloon, but now I need to get the scouting info on the city, and I do have it, and we will blast over these hills. A 3 range is incredible. Okay, yeah. I love this. This is perfect. So we'll be able to take the city out very easily from range. We also got John Spilsbury. He will give us some unique luxuries, amenities. You can see here. 1 copy of toys for +4 amenities is fantastic. It's just like a free amenity, right? It's great. We got the stock exchange in London. There's nothing really we can do in here to improve this city. We could potentially produce more sea dogs or frigates. I think it might be good to make some frigates. Nah, I think bombards, having artillery pre-built, that'll be the thing that really helps us. Maybe like some knights pre-built as well, high mobility units. We got the Royal Navy Dockyard in Chaldiki. I'm going to go ahead and spend a bit of cash in here. I'm going to buy the lighthouse. I'm going to gold purchase the shipyard, really good extra production. And then I'm going to let this city just kind of build itself up. We got the university in Sunderland. Let's get to work on the commercial hub for that gold and culture that will come from that. Liverpool has done a great job. We need to repair the factory and the coal power plant. And I have my own. So like, if I don't want Pilgrim, I should pick Pilgrim with my first apostle. Now Pilgrim should never show up again until I have picked each apostle promotion once. That's kind of how that works. And it's very strange. I'm going to give a trade route to Bologna for the purpose of getting an envoy with them, because I'll get 1 envoy for sending the trade route and then another envoy for sending the trade route while I'm Owls of Minerva. And that will put 2 envoys into it and we'll almost get suzerainty. And Bologna is an awesome suzerain because it gives you +1 great person point for the type of district that you have. If you have great scientist districts, campuses, you'll get +1 great scientist point. It's honestly fantastic. We are going to go ahead and cancel the stock exchange, immediately plant down an aerodrome, plant down an airdrome, then chop out the aerodrome. Then we'll immediately get to work on the hangar and we'll chop out the hangar. And so in 7 turns, we will have this giving us +25% combat experience for air units trained in the city, which will help us level up our bombers. Although leveling up bombers isn't as important in this game as it perhaps was in like Civ 5, for example. Air power is king though. I do still think you should have really good air power. Looks like I managed to actually steal a sugar industry. I'm quite happy about that. We're going to continue to blast the city. We'll just keep killing the city over and over. It's an opportunity for these units to like level up slowly, like with a little bit of XP. Let's make sure that we're converting Preston. Skadoosh. Oh yeah, I'm loving these fishing tiles, right? I don't even have my harbour built and I'm still getting 3 food, 2 production, 3 gold. Let's plop down on the olives. It's not an ideal city for the situation that I would like to be in, but I will accept it. It's got a couple of hills. It's got a little bit of fishing. We can make this work. I want to get these spices too. That'll likely involve settling somewhere like here, I think, actually. Yeah. This city right here, there's a really nice commercial hub, a really nice harbour. I wish this was a land tile so I could put a campus there, but it's not the end of the world because I can put a nice campus there and then the city does everything I need it to do. We've got a bunch of spare trade routes. One thing that I had totally meant to plug in, I'm going to plug out Charismatic Leader. I'm going to plug in Visselbanken instead so that I get extra resources from trading with the city-states that I'm suzerain of. Do I need to change anything else? I think liberalism is fine. Press gangs I could theoretically change, but I'm quite happy with press gangs as it stands because it allows me to build boats at my leisure. I've got liberalism, public works, and naval infrastructure. Naval infrastructure is mandatory. Liberalism I could slide out, although I don't want to mess with my amenities right now. I'm happy to plug in Visselbanken. There's a lot of stuff in here I'd love to plug in, like Trade Confederation and Triangular Trade, but I just don't have the room for it. I'm hoping maybe if I can secure Big Ben plus soon I will have Indoctrination. This will give me an extra wildcard slot. Maybe I can start to fit in more cards like that, a little bit more luxury cards. Luxury as in, it is a luxury to have them. Let's go for stables. We want to go for stables and armories. I have my little Apusel. Unfortunately, they can't fight on the water. Doesn't feel good. Convert that city, Preston. Working on fighting for Preston. We'll pop down a tobacco industry right there. That's another 30% production towards military units. And we can go back to blasting the city of Alexandria Troas. I'm going to start moving my fleet around the corner for the purpose of getting ready to attack Methane. Because Methane is coastal. I can fit 1, 2, 3 privateers, maybe 2, 3 privateers here to blast the city. Save me a bit of time on the kill. Seems like a totally reasonable thing to do. Boom, we drop a fat city here in Hull. I will go harvest the rice to force the city to 2 population, and then I can buy my next settler. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I'll buy a granary and a watermill in here. I will work on the monument. This is going to be a Royal Navy dockyard. This is going to be a commercial hub. We're going all in on the gold production. And can you blame me for going all in on the gold production when it has worked out so well for me this game? Seriously, I don't see a reason to change my strategy because it's working. Let's faith purchase a synagogue because it's 11 faith per turn, and then I'll buy another couple of missionaries. We need to make sure that we maintain the Catholic majority in our country so that we can secure the faith from Chinguetti. Now, I am building a dockyard somewhere and I just got Horatio Nelson. Let me see, where is there a dockyard coming up? Well, I'll just have to keep Horatio Nelson kind of banging around because he can instantaneously build a lighthouse and a shipyard in a city with a harbour. So he's quite handy. That's what Nelson is good at doing. Not that Nelson from The Simpsons, the other Nelson. All right, let's go ahead and attack the city. Alexandria Troas shall be blasted. We got the Gilded Vault in Manchester, giving us a really nice culture line in here now. We're picking up an extra 6 culture per turn. Really should have the double adjacency on commercial hubs plugged in. That might be a Big Ben / Alza Minerva ability that I'll have to kind of think about. I think it might be good to get a stock exchange. Need to keep getting those great people points. Speaking of great merchants, wow, he got so many of the great merchants this game. What a jerk. Mali with 21 points per turn. Let's repair the coal power plant. If we could finally get the market stock exchange and Gilded Vault here in Liverpool. We will escape by boat. We did manage to escape at 1,000 gold. Escaped successfully. I love it. It's what you love to see. Right, nice one. Steam power is completed. We have access to railroads now. We might want to do a little bit of railroading. It might not be the worst idea ever. I'm sad about the Patala Palace loss. It would have been nice to get that extra diplomatic policy slot. My trade routes are looking real fine though, right? Yeah, I just need to get suzerainty of Hattusa so that I can get the +2 food, +2 production. I think maybe Preston could help me with that. Let's have a look at available routes for city-states for gold. Leeds to Mogadishu, Plymouth to Hattusa, Leeds to Hattusa. In particular, I'm targeting Hattusa for trade right now because I want to get the suzerainty of Hattusa back. So somehow I'm not suzerain of Mogadishu, or it just hasn't updated. Right, we're starting to pre-build some knights in the capital. I'm quite happy about that. We've got the Royal Navy dockyard over here in York. Of course, we're going to invest into the lighthouse and the shipyard in here to instantaneously bring the city up to a bit over, 16 production per turn. Perfect. Let's grab ourselves a granary and a monument, and we will plonk down a lovely plantation there for 3 food per turn in that city. Horatio Nelson, honestly, are you worth using? Probably. He's probably fine. Yeah, the AI just seems hell-bent on fighting me on being a Catholic stooge. They seem to be sending a ton of missionaries and stuff to try to take my cities off that religion. I mean, I'm more than happy to defend it, purely on the basis that it benefits me. Really no other justification is that it just increases my faith income. There we go. Alexandria Troas is mine. I shall keep that city. and we will start doing some preliminary repair work. I'm definitely far and away top culture right now. Top science, on the other hand, I'm only just barely a smidge above. But I'm definitely feeling very comfortable about my culture position in this game. Almost entirely thanks to... I must have picked up Etemenanki from someone. Oh yeah, I did. Excellent. So he had Etemenanki as well in the city. Honestly, conquering Alexander has been a very, very valuable thing. Like, I got pyramids, I got Etemenanki, I got extra land, I took a player out of the game, I don't have to deal with his war anymore. Honestly, it's just seeing zero downsides to warmongering right now. Oh wow, that guy just obliterated one of my missionaries. He must have the debater promotion, so he just completely schlepped me. We got the stable in Leeds. We were looking to trade with Hattusa to try to take that suzerainty. And then we'll trade with Hattusa again. Oh, you're already trading with Hattusa. Trade with Bologna. Try to take that suzerainty. Perfect. +2 era score. Probably a bit early to be taking that, but we'll take it. Let's get the armory up. You were looking to trade with Hattusa as well. It's a 25 gold trade route with +2 food, +2 production. But more importantly, it also gets me an envoy with them, keeping me really, really sweet. Really, really happy. I'm loving how much gold I'm getting from Merchant Confederation. 92 envoys I've invested this game. That's like must be some sort of record. I've got so many suzerains that I don't know what to do. Let's get into position to blast the city of Methane. We'll have this little guy heal up while we bring our fleets around, grab Amphipolis. We've killed the city so many times now at this point. But I feel like it was necessary. It was a necessary evil for us to achieve our aims. Sure enough, our aims are not pure. Our aims are not necessarily good. I will trade with Lahore. I do have the faith to make use of that. We'll need to fight pretty hard for Lahore. Speaking of Lahore, could I perhaps teleport a trade route to Plymouth? Sure, let's build an industry here. I may as well build industries when the opportunity presents itself. I don't see a reason not to do that. I do think, oh man, are all these mines pillaged? There must be a privateer in the city somewhere. Hang on. Hold your feckin' horses here, chief. Get me a sea dog. We're going hunting. I'll get 2 sea dogs, and then I will get a builder to start repairs, and then I will get to work on the Ruhr Valley that we are planning here in the city. Right, so we got the hangar in Plymouth. Oh, you can't reach lower. It's just a little bit too far. Oh, well, I guess trade with Singapore then. Let's come to Manchester, and we will faith purchase another apostle to see if we can do more to defend our cities religiously. Thurmond, a good friend of mine, Muspai, should go back to the city of Kumbi Salah and start stealing cash again. That's what he's good at. It's his job. Blast you. I'm going to come over to the city of Pella. I'm going to faith buy ancient walls, and then I'm going to gold buy. Well, I can't gold buy a unit in here because I don't have the cash. Probably time I started looking around at a little bit of trade. Hey, can I get some raw cash? I'm a little bit light on the old raw cash. Here's all of my amenities. Thank you. Nobody really wants Wales, but I sold it to them anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and turn around and then buy their luxuries. Perfect. Any coal purchasers? Oh, yeah. Perfect. Then I'm going to come in here and I will buy myself a little... I guess I could theoretically get a pike and shot. They would do quite well against a knight, I feel. Oh, that got me suzerainty of Preslav. I keep forgetting to check this. So with entertainment complex is something that people want me to build. Trade routes, those are doable. Inspiration for Reformed Church. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that because I don't have a religion. So I tell you what I will do. I will go ahead and research Reformed Church. Can I get it done before this era ends? Yes, I can. And this will reset this mission on these 2 city-states, potentially getting me new missions, which is ideal. Can I faith purchase an artist? No, they're quite expensive. I could soon, though. Soon I could buy this with faith, which would finish an awful lot of these envoy missions, right? 1, 2, 3 missions. That's 3 envoys right there. 2 of them fresh city-states that haven't really been, tested. Right. Bringing down the old sea dogs. You old sea dog. We do have the ability to make ironclads. However, we won't be making ironclads because they are big dum-dums. I'm pretty sure isn't dum-dums like a reference to a rifle round? I think it might actually be. Or really like some kind of big old bullet that does a lot of damage. I feel like I've heard that before. It sounds like it should be true. Oh well. Alexandria Troas is getting blasted by knights. Well, that's okay, because Methane should fall this turn. I'm going to go ahead, come in here. I'm going to faith purchase walls. That'll keep the city just that little bit safer. I'm going to bring my pike and shot forward. I'm going to kill him. Thank you. That'll do. And then I will shoot him. Can you get this kill? You might be able to. Perfect. Right, so we've got the situation under control. Privateer, move 1 tile to the left. Now, Caravel, can you kill this? Perfect. Methane is mine. Thank you so much. 1 bombard in position here. 1 bombard in position here. Let's bring forward the Great General. We'll bring forward the balloon. Bring forward the balloon. Good sir, I wish to see the balloon. Let me see the balloon. The balloon. I wish to see the balloon, good sir. I'm role-playing as a weird king guy. Mohenjo-Daro we could take suzerainty of. We definitely want to keep control of Nan Madol. I think I'm just going to hold on to these envoys for a little while, just in case anyone starts to contest me. Any martyrs in the house? Would be kind of fun to get a couple of relics, so I'm looking for a privateer. Not to be confused with a private ear. Right, so who's next on the chopping block? I think it's going to be Korea. I think I go pillage the hell out of Korea and maybe try something. Maybe I could kill Niani. I don't know. 4 turns until I get Aluminium. I'll build a little Nazca line here. That seems fine. Yeah, hell yeah. Settle another city right there. I have a massive world-spanning empire, right? I've got this whole empire. I'm very much so role-playing a little bit more British than English at the moment. So you step there. You get started on that Royal Navy dockyard, because that's important. We'll use a bit of gold to buy all your basic buildings, like so. And yeah, there we are. Siphon funding. Thank you for the money. We're up over nearly 1,200 gold per turn. Now that feels Goodman. Feels Goodman. Brother to John Goodman. That is a joke that I have made at least once a year for the last 6 years. It's going to be sad. Oh, my missionary was killed. Oh, Manchester has deconverted from Catholicism. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. There's Reformed Church. Most of you got Reformed Church to reset a mission. All right, let's make sure we're converting Manchester. That's important. Preston converted again. God damn it. Did I lose my status as I did. I'm no longer a Catholic. Right. I lost my Catholic card. Let's go ahead and restore Christendom? Restore our Catholicism. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I guess I wouldn't really be restoring Christendom because I'm putting Christianity back where it was just accidentally taken out. Listen, so we're double producing sea dogs. Oh, Elizabeth, you old sea dog. You old hag. Oh my god, it's talking like Stewie from Family Guy is really fun. That's what I was thinking of. You old hag. Yeah. Like being extremely like sarcastic and abrasive. It's just fun to be a little silly. Yes, well, he has like a cadence to his voice where he just says something really, really insightfully mean. Is the phrase that I would say. Nazca lines make me happy. I like that they improve water. That's something I really like about Nazca lines. It's just, I know it's not much, right? It's just a little bit of faith, but I like it. It tickles that little part of my brain that likes it when numbers get bigger. You know, and I think we all have that part of our brain. Is there a man among us, that does not like it when numbers get bigger? You cannot tell. There's got to be, hold on. If everyone likes numbers getting bigger, there's got to be someone out there, right, who has like big numberophobia. Like, I'm trying to think of what the word for numbers is. Arithmetic phobia, something like that. Anyway, big numbers scare him is the essence of this hypothetical joke, okay? So like we got to design a video game where the numbers start big, but through like action, you can make them smaller. I think that would be an effective way to treat that imagined phobia that I just made up. Not only have I made up the phobia, I've also made up the treatment. I'm practically ready to start a cult. Would anyone like to join a commune? Applications are open. There are a few rules. First rule, first decree, everything I say goes. Second decree, refer to the first degree. I always wonder, do the people who like end up making cults, is that like an intentional thing? Reform the coinage, etc. I gotta pick a golden age thing before I start talking about cults again. Casus belli, grievances, form of war. I think we take 2 arms here that'll open us up potential for war stuff. Also, we got Filippo Brunelleschi. Would have been nice to get him earlier, so we didn't miss out on a few wonders. We did manage to get the armory in Leeds. We could cover the stock exchange. I think I'll start building knights, just pre-building tanks, basically. Yeah, but I wonder, really only 1 trade city-state in this entire game. Are there still barb camps? There's 3 barb camps. I guess I could theoretically, if I were to hire an infantry unit from this, that would make it go faster. Okay, now we're using oil. That's kind of cool. Someone must have infantry. I'll hire line infantry from you too. And I'll hire a line infantry from you. Not that I actually need these units, but I figured I would spend a little bit of money to make them turn into city-states faster. Hopefully that worked. Filippo, go ahead and build the Big Ben for me there, good sir. Ooh, I might be able to snag a kill here. It's a dangerous kill, but if I set up correctly, it gives me a little bit of counter pressure, and more importantly, it kills our goddamn apostle that's wandering around causing me issues. Gory damn. So he has an ironclad in a lake. I'm not really sure that's going to help you here, but A for effort though. Maybe like a B for effort, actually. No, I shouldn't give him it. I shouldn't hand out A's like that. We don't want to have standards start to slip. Am I right, guys? Am I right? I'm burning oil, even though I don't have oil. I'm going to go ahead and just delete this guy because he's expensive to maintain. I don't really want him. I'd rather have tanks and airplanes. You know, the good stuff. I don't want to have little meat dudes running around with their meat paws carrying their little metal guns. I want like dudes of metal minds and metal hearts who live inside metal machines. You know what I mean? Like tankers and pilots. Those are the guys who win wars. Cue like someone in the comments with, actually, Potato, modern infantry is incredibly important. In order to hold land, you have to have soldiers, boots on the ground. We get it, dude. You read World War II books, okay? Too much. You read them too much, is my point. Nothing wrong with reading the occasional World War II book or military history book. You know, I really like blasting cities, just like I like blasting your mom. Ooh, yeah. Let's go ahead and buy a bombard here to start joining them up and making these into armies. We'll go ahead and keep blasting this city as well. Bring forward the pain. We want to keep it. I might raise that city. It could be fun. Stock exchange here in Manchester. Feeling good about that. Tons of gold flowing in here. Maybe worth it to think about getting a little bit of housing. We could get a neighborhood plus 6 right there. Yeah, let's do it. We need the housing, we need the growth, we need to place a campus, we need to place an airdrome. We need to get all those things done. And hanging around waiting for a long ass time for them to get done. It's 6, a lot of pop in here. What are we going to do? I mean, what can we do? I guess we could buy these fishing tiles, boop, boop, and then get ourselves another builder and just start buying all these nice fishing tiles, and that'll give the city the ability to grow and generate cash and, generate production. Stoke-upon-Trent. We could place another district. I'm going to go ahead and just start building up the commercial hub. God, can you imagine if I had another trade city-state? Just how good it would be. Another science city-state appeared. Another turtle made it to the water. Having flashbacks. Nanmadol is still firmly in my grasp. I am going to go ahead and get to start to work on Fez. I wish I could plug in the card that gave me double, but I'm just going to plug 3 in here to take control of Fez. The real question is, do I want to go to war with Mali? I think I'll go to war with them after I kill Alexander. I think I'm just going to click this to finish Big Ben in case someone tries to steal it from me, increase my treasury by 50%. I didn't have much gold in my bank, not that I cared. I mainly actually got it for the economic policy card because I can now plug in triangular trade and feel really good about it. That's 80 gold per turn, man. Boom. The big thing for me will be when I get this governor title, I'll actually finally be able to do indoctrination, get that extra wildcard policy slot, plus 2 spies as well. Those spies will come in handy. Maybe I don't want to kill Mali because I'm milking them for gold with my spies. Something to think about. Let's get the aerodrome in here. Good to get our second aerodrome going. Convert the city of Birmingham. Bring the apostle forward. Promote the apostle with heathen conversion. Let me eat your soul with my bombard. And then there's mobilization at last. I'll buy another bombard so I can eat your soul. Eat your soul. There's aluminum in the capital. Let's get a builder for the capital. We want to build an aerodrome in here as well. Get that builder to get that aluminium mine online, then we'll go for the aerodrome. We want to be mass producing aircraft. And it's not that we want a lot of aircraft, it's that we want them quickly. And so having 2 to 3 aerodromes, cranking them out, means we get them built in parallel rather than having to rely on a single aircraft factory slowly pumping them out. While that is efficient in other ways and for other reasons, it's not what we want to do. I think I will declare war on Mali here and take these 2 cities as a jumping stone to hitting Korea and blasting through here. Once I have my aircraft in position, I might go ahead and settle on these horses. I think I am going to settle on these horses when I have the cash in 2 turns. Perhaps in 1 turn, depending on how well my economy is doing. Go ahead and blast that city, turn yourself into an armada. Blast the city. Excellent. You took it over. I could raise this. It's in an okay spot. It has aircraft range on potentially Niani. Or not Niani, sorry, Mali. I'm going to appoint Moksha and just plonk him into this newly captured city to keep the loyalty in check. Go ahead and repair that monument. Not really super important things going on here. Convert. The power of Christ compels you. Excellent. So who's public enemy number 1? Probably no one really. I could probably pivot to science here and I would be fine. I think it'll be more fun to go to war. Show off the naval air strategy. We're about to hit advanced flight. We got big moments here coming. We're making insane cash. Okay, time to chop out the Royal Navy dockyard. Perfect. I'm going to faith by walls so that I can shoot this guy. So they want to blame me for their own hubris. They declared war on me and then I capture the city and they're like, oh, it's a military emergency. Ooh. I don't care. Giga Chad. Okay. Talk shit, declare war, get hit. Something like that. Anyway, all right, we got a bombard here. We go ahead and buy ourselves another bombard. We got the aerodrome in Birmingham. I could buy the hangar. I'm going to go ahead and hard build that bad boy. We got the Gilded Vault in Liverpool. Build a theatre square. because I need to clean up this goddamn antiquity site. Stock exchange in Plymouth. I will go for the neighbourhood to allow the city to continue to grow. Monument completed in York. I think it's time that we place down our commercial hub. That's excellent. Go ahead and get that underway. The gold income right now is absolutely absurd. Will chopping this finish the lighthouse? It will. Can I acquire, through the clever use of coal, enough gold to buy a shipyard in here? And I can, and that's going to be a 12 production shipyard. Jesus. God, that felt good. So we've got a 12 production shipyard in here already. The city's a 2-pop city that was settled like 2 or 3 turns ago. It's insanity. But this could be a really good place to maybe have some more traders appearing. Right, Preston is getting converted again and again and again. I've pumped so much faith into trying to maintain my status as a Catholic nation. Maybe it's not worth it anymore. Maybe I don't need that faith. I'm just going to live without it, I think. I don't know. I guess we'll give it the old college try. I don't know what a college try is. Can anyone explain this to me? I can't tell if you're trying or not. I have asked this question to many people, especially Americans. I don't think they understand what it means, but they say it. It's very confusing. Scary. Ooh. What does it mean? Right, let's trade with Fez, because we'll get 2 envoys for trading with them. That's excellent. I think I'm already suzerain of Fez, which is fantastic. I'm suzerain of so many. 15 suzerainties I've got banging about here. Let's go ahead and get these aerodromes up. We'll have 3 cities cranking out those bad boys. We've also got knights on the way to eventually turn into tanks for our late game transition. There's not really much else we can build in some of these cities, so I'm kind of just having to essentially fill time. Ooh, my Royal Navy dockyard is under assault. I'll hire a caravel and I'll send it over there to try and clear it. But I reckon, right, a lot of this stuff that we've been doing, okay, and I recognize this has just been setting up a lot of money, getting our economy going, but we're in now such a dominant position. The second that we get bombers, the entire world will start to crumble. Now, a lot of these guys don't even have steel. A lot of them don't have defenses. We're talking 2 to 3 turns per city, and we can theoretically be attacking 2, maybe 3 people at a time. So yeah, I fully expect the world to essentially collapse underneath the weight of my army in the next few turns. So stay tuned and stay excited for that. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.